Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Dem Sports Talk Podcast. I am your cool ass, negative as fuck ass host. My name is Definus Madison. I got too excited last episode and I did not introduce myself, but we on the bigger and better things today, right? So this is episode 4. Last episode, I was told I was dick eating a little bit, and yeah, we back for that. Fuck that. Jimmy Butler's a fucking monster. And that's what we get into first. Because what I said was going to happen, that's what's happening. It's been 2 games so far. Third game is today. And Heat are winning. Heat will win. And the Heat will go to the finals. And I want to say they'll win again. But LeBron James, he a little peeved. But anyway, back to the fucking Heat. Bron is that man, right? But fuck Bron. Jimmy is that man. Jimmy got these Heat boys playing unbelievable. The grit, the grind, it's ridiculous. And you see that again in game 2. Down by damn near 20, bruv. By fucking 20, bruv. And the Heat just claw and fight their way back. Never lose composure. Never razzled, never dazzled. Always on their shit, right? You ain't never worried with the Heat. They can be down by fucking 40 and you're still like, man, they probably still gonna win. Because they keep the defense going. Because the possession you don't score, they don't score. Especially when they intact and they like right there with it. Like when all that fucking focus is on stopping you and getting the easy bucket. They're not going to keep jacking up threes. If the 3 ball ain't working, then they going to drive it, draw fouls, do shit like that. Last time I checked, Jimmy probably getting about 12 free throws a game, which is what you need to do, especially when you don't have an amazing game. But he didn't have a trash game. I think he still was like 40-some%, almost 50% from the floor. So that's wavy as fuck too. Beside that, the Heat are fucking monsters. And all them young boys on the Heat are fucking insane. Tyler Hero had a bad game last game, but shit, it was like, because he was trash from the 3 last night. He was 1 for 8, but he didn't stop shooting. He was a shooter. And I think Duncan Robinson was 6 for 12 from the field and also 6 for 12 from the 3. So, yeah. Cool ass nigga. They wavy. They all wavy. I fuck with them. They got me rooting for them like they the Bulls or something. But they're not the Bulls, but fuck it. I'm here. I'm here for it. Again, and also last night was so that's enough dick eating. Let me stop dick eating for a minute. Last night was game 1 with the Lakers and the fucking Nuggets. LeBron is amazing. So I said let me stop dick eating, but I'm about to dick eat again. LeBron, fucking amazing, right? He didn't have the best scoring game. He didn't have the most rebounds. I think he had 12 assists or some shit like that. But you can see how he affects the game. How he makes people better, right? Anthony Davis, when he was with New Orleans, shout out to Anthony Davis from Chicago. When he was with New Orleans, you saw him, like, all right, he can be a great 2, Because as a 1, they weren't even barely making it to the playoffs. Now LeBron is fucking emboldening and fucking giving him that energy and all that veteran juice, that veteran meat, like that, the mojo. He lacing them with the mojo, right? And he's teaching AD, this is what you need to do, this is how you do it. And I'm going to put you in a position to where you can be the best that you can be. And now you got AD dropping 30 and 40 on niggas' heads consistently, right? AD in New Orleans is he wasn't on this. But with LeBron being LeBron, AD is just out here destroying every fucking body. It's fucking insane. It's nuts, right? And I got to tell you this as I sit here fucking Indian style or whatever, but AD's fucking amazing. And I don't know if Denver won a game. Like, And they're gonna have an answer for him. Jokic is amazing. However, he can't move quick enough. And all the shit that he does, that Jokic does in order to get an advantage over every other team he's played thus far, does not work now. Because now Anthony, like the bigs on the Lakers, they can come out to the 3-point line and guard him from the three if he try to drive to the bucket. The footwork is good enough. The athleticism is there. See, before, Jokic handling and footwork overpowered any other big man's athleticism because their footwork was just so lacking. In athleticism as well. It was just lacking, right? And now with the Lakers, their bigs, the athleticism, the footwork, the handling, all of that is being matched or overpowered by the Lakers bigs. So that Jokic shit is not going to fly. Those extremely wide open threes, not going to happen. The easy blow-bys to get to the lane, and then once you in the lane, you got about 5 people to choose from who you can kick it back out to. Not going to happen. So to be honest, after seeing that game last night, the Nuggets might win one. And that's being nice. They might win one. Like, nigga, it's not, you're not doing what you need to do. Well, they doing what they need to do, but shit, they just getting stopped. Hey, like, hey, you just getting stopped. You're not, however you formulate your plan, it's getting shut down. The bigs are just too good over there in LA. Like, it's just defensively and offensively, right? Because now when the Nuggets come down to the defensive end of the floor, and now Jokic has to get matched up with AD, with Dwight Howard, and whoever else. Like, yeah, I say some of those names, and it's like, all right, they're offensively, they're not that great, but what they do is they're beating them down. They're getting them tired. Like, the bigs over there are physical and athletic. So having all this banging with these big ass bodies for 35, 40 minutes, however many minutes you play, like that's towards the end of the game, you're not gonna feel like doing all this extra shit. Not because you don't want to, not because the mentality isn't there. Your body is just like, fuck. Like, all right, first I'm banging with AD. Now I'm banging with Dwight. Now I'm banging with JaVale. Now I'm banging with whoever else. Like, your body's just like, I'm fucking tired. And also, now they can also key in on fucking Jamal Murray. They've been sitting back watching what the fuck he been doing in the past series. They like, yo, we're going to have an answer for these boys. So, like I said, I don't see them boys winning. I see them winning one game. And if they lucky, maybe two. But my honest to God fucking opinion, what my heart telling me is this going to be a sweep. And if it's a sweep, that's going to be sad. Nigga, you shouldn't be trash. Get the fuck on, bro. But y'all did, they did that shit against the Clippers, though. But I ain't gonna get back on that shit because that was sad as fuck. But anywho, I'm looking forward to these upcoming games, and I'm looking forward to watching Jimmy Butler tonight. But off that, what I did want to talk about, football coming up. Okay, today, you got college football on, lots of college football, and like I said in the last episode, the Big Ten, they approved everything, so they're gonna have a season starting October 24th, which is awesome. And you got all these other college football games on, so I'll get more in depth on the college football as the season progresses. But let me get on this NFL shit though. The other night, fucking Browns versus Bengals. Now I thought that was gonna be the most trash shit I could watch, but I watched it, and it wasn't that bad. The Browns are good, but they still trash. It was the Bengals. It was the Bengals, but the Bengals actually showed a lot of promise. The Browns, on the other hand, it was almost like what the fuck, bro? Like, you got these great weapons, you get up by these points, but you still let the Bengals stay with you. You still let them claw back. You still let these Bengals defense do what the fuck they need to do in order to get shit cracking, right? And I'm back. So yeah, it was like I was saying, the fucking Bengals ain't showing no fucking promise. No, my bad, not the Bengals, the fucking Browns. Browns ain't showing no fucking promise. Yeah, they won. They won by 5 points. You were up by fucking 20. You go for it on 4th down in the fucking red zone, probably at the 1 yard line, and you can't do shit. The Bengals still get the shit done. They get the ball back and they march it down the field. Now this boy fucking Mayfield, like I'm saying, like I've been saying it for a minute now, he just not good to me. He a little Drew Brees nigga without Drew Brees talent. Like he's small as shit and he can barely throw the fucking football. Fucking passes getting swatted down because you little nigga. You can't see over the fucking offensive line. Like what the fuck you gonna do? Right? And on top of that, you got this man on the other side of the football on the Bengals in Joe Burrow who getting shit done. Honestly, you can still tell he a rookie, obviously. Like, he's a rookie. So some of the decision-making, some of the throws, okay, whatever. But the ball looks pretty coming out of his hand. He putting that shit on target. He not overthrowing or necessarily underthrowing his receivers. And he getting that good communication with them. Now, as the season progresses, the timing will get better and shit gonna look a little smoother. And also, the kicker wasn't fucking trash this week, which was also beautiful. And I knew that fucking hamstring shit was a lie. They say he pulled his hamstring last week on a fucking kick. But now this week, he out there running around like ain't shit happened. He just fucked up the kick last week. But that's neither here nor there. That nigga's fucking... He cool. He cool. I ain't gonna say he trash this week. Last week, he was fucking trash. But this week, he a little better. All right? But I really like what I'm seeing from Joe Burrow. Number 1 overall pick for the Bengals. He just... The accuracy is you can see it's there. Arm strength is there. And I can see the potential and the talent. You know, give him a year or so, it'll be wavy. The Browns, they're the fucking Browns, bro. And also, another thing with the fucking Browns, OBJ. Right? He had a decent game, finally. But he about to get traded. Like, he's seeking a trade himself. Right? And once that happened, I don't know if it's going to make it easier for Baker Mayfield or if it's going to make it more difficult. Because I know having a star wide receiver like that as the quarterback, you want to force them the ball. You want to try to get them 20, 30 touches, constantly trying to throw them the ball. Even when they seemingly not open. But even with that being said, shit, he's still Odell Beckham. Like, so do you really want to release him? But he is seeking a trade, which is, I get it. He done. The Browns are done. So get a trade. Now, I'm here to speculate where the fuck he going. Now, he could come to the Bears. But if he come to the Bears, he gonna be the same fucking situation, to be honest. Because Mitch can't do shit. And he's a fucking bum. But where I honestly think he going, where I think he might go, or who might try to get him, is that nigga Bill Belichick. Because he's a sly motherfucker. I swear to God, bro. Bill, he always takes the receiver or the player or whoever who seemingly is ousted by the league. No one want to deal with them. They attitude to this. They attitude to that. They talent not good enough. Blah, blah, blah. Put them in the Patriot system and they go nuts. Right? And that'd be great for them because they receiving core, like I said last week, is some fucking mid-grade bullshit. That's their whole receiving core. Straight mediocre. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? They're not bad, but they, like, you know, you want some of this? Like, yeah, I guess. Like, that's really it. Adding OBJ, that'd be great. You'll have a man who can run the route tree. Someone who takes attention. That's another thing. When you have a great number 1, they take attention away from all the other receivers. So your dink and dunks, your slot plays, all that shit they work beautifully because you got this number 1 receiver running go routes and skinny posts and all this other shit. So I'm all for it. And my nigga Cam Newton needs someone to throw to because that's my nigga Cam. He the man. He the fucking man. So I actually wouldn't mind OBJ going to the Patriots. It'll be a beautiful situation. And then, Belichick, he gonna do whatever he can to make sure the Patriots record is better than Tampa Bay's record at the end of the season, because that's his whole fucking goal, right? Am I right or am I wrong? I think I'm right. So that's how we gonna do that. Yeah, bro, like that'd be crazy. But I've been trying to think where else would be a great fit for OBJ. I can't really think of no great fits. I could just think of teams that I know would love to take him, love to have him, love to put him to the, just to have him on the squad. Whether or not he's gonna be a supreme weapon or just a fucking decoy. Because that's the thing. Like, if he's used as a decoy, yeah, he might not get. He's still gonna get his balls thrown his way, right? So he still might get about 10 targets. 8 targets, and especially in a throw happy team. See, but that's the thing though with the Patriots, they not throw happy. I think Cam in week 1 only threw the ball like 16, 17 times, some shit like that. So the Patriots not throw happy. However, would Odell be okay with not seeing as many targets, but knowing you're gonna win, knowing you're gonna go to the playoffs, knowing you got a shot at the Super Bowl? Like, the throw happy teams like the Seahawks, do they really need a OBJ? The Saints, do they really need an OBJ? I know Thomas just got hurt and he gonna be out for a few weeks. So, do they need an OBJ? I don't know. It's something to think about, because all the throw happy teams already got their receiving core good to go. Shit. But you never know. It's the fucking NFL. They do nutty shit all the time, right? Now, outside from that, that's really all I can really think about with the OBJ situation. Like, wherever he go, I hope it's a good situation, and I hope he able to shine and all that good stuff. But OBJ, if you want to come to the Bears, they can come to the Bears and we gonna have a good old time. You're gonna have the same situation, but you can stay there for a year. I'll get an OBJ jersey and then we'll be good. Don't even trip. And we're gonna go to the playoffs too. So don't even worry. Now, football. Tomorrow is week 2. Week 2's already started, Thursday night game. A fucking weird ass, ugly ass game against some trash ass teams, but it's cool. Now the Bears playing the Giants. That's a win. That's a whole fucking win, right? We the favorites in that game. We like -5.5 or some shit like that. But we playing the Giants, and that's a win. The Giants just not ready. They're just not ready. The offensive line is just horrible. It's just extremely horrible. Last week, Saquon Barkley, like everyone run, it was men in the backfield already. And that was against Pittsburgh. So if Pittsburgh did that to him, what do you think the Bears gonna do? Bro? Defense nasty. Falcons play the fucking Cowboys. Cowboys, the coaching was, I don't want to say the coaching was horrible. No, the coaching was horrible. Coaching was fucking trash. Last week, Cowboys could have tied it, made it 20-20 when it was like, I want to say 3 or 4 minutes left for the fucking field goal, but they went for it on 4th down, right? Just tie the fucking game, and you don't have the fucking problem that you have. You don't lose 20-17 because you can't get it down the field. You're not crying about a pass interference call that wasn't called because it's already tied. You're not rushing trying to do home run plays if it's already tied. But now the Cowboys are facing the Falcons, right? And they should win, but they probably won't. And here's why. Russell Wilson just played the Falcons last week. Russell Wilson went 30 or 31 to 35. Russell Wilson had a monster fucking game. And now here comes Dak like, well, if the Falcons giving it up like that, let me get some too. Let me have a 350-yard passing game and just go crazy. Now, if they try to do that, if they try to replicate what the fucking Seahawks did last week, they in for a rude awakening. Everything gonna fuck up. Everything gonna go bad. Like, it's gonna be a horrible situation. It's gonna be a horrible situation. They're not gonna win, and it's gonna be a repeat of week 1. So McCarthy, you need to coach him up well, because y'all might fuck up this a win that y'all supposed to get. To be honest, Lions versus Packers. I hope the Lions beat the Packers because I fucking hate the Packers. I don't see it anymore. Oh, and the Eagles are fucking trash. They playing the Rams. Fucking hate it. Like, the Eagles, they fucked up a 17-0 lead. Like, what the fuck? And let Washington get the win. But other than that, I'm watching the Sunday night game, Patriots versus the fucking Seahawks. That's going to be a great game to see. That'll be a great, like, test to see how well this offense is going to do against a higher tier team. They played the Dolphins, and the Dolphins does play Patriots hard every year. But the Seahawks, that'll be a great matchup. And, you know, Ravens going to destroy the Texans. Like, simple shit like that. Like, ain't really too much shit they can do. And fucking the 49ers should have a bounce-back game against the Jets. And KC should beat the Chargers. Like, that's just regular, normal shit, right? All right, on the more bullshit. Okay, not bullshit. That's disrespectful. It's Stanley Cup time. Stanley Cup finals are here. Stars versus Lightning. And the Lightning should win. The Lightning are supposed to win. Like I said, the Lightning are supposed to win. Stars, I'm thinking, might steal a show. But how much of a disappointment have the Lightning been, right? Now, it may be some of y'all who are unfamiliar with hockey, and I understand that. But the Lightning are I want to say they're disappointments. The reason why I'm saying they're disappointments is because every year they're seemingly the best team in the league, and every year they don't do anything, right? I don't want to say as bad as the Bills in the 90s because they're not making it to Stanley Cup after Stanley Cup after Stanley Cup. They're like getting bounced out in the first and second round, like for the past few years. Now, here we are. You done what you're supposed to do. President's Trophy won. You go to the playoffs. You do what you need to do. You're letting teams hang around a little bit too much, but however, you're still closing the deal. You know, you're still winning these series, and now here you are in the Stanley Cup final. And now you're facing a team in the Stars who many people wouldn't even thought would have been there, right? Who many people had losing their last series and losing their series before that. So now, Lightning, what are you going to do? Tampa Bay, what will you do? Are you going to let these boys hang around and lose the series, or are you going to come out there and punch them in their fucking mouth and get shit done? And odds makers obviously don't have a whole ton of belief in you. Like for game 1 today, they only have you minus 150, which is in fucking previous series, the Stars' opponent would be minus 200 and up, minus 250. So they have you minus 150. So either they're starting to respect the Stars more, or odds makers still don't respect you enough. One or the other. Which is, you can take that however it should be taken, right? Like, it's yeah, it is what it is. But I'm excited to see the game. Now, back to basketball real quick. I just wanted to cover all those sports. LeBron James. LeBron James had some shit to say, right? So MVP voting is done, blah, blah, blah. Giannis is the MVP, whatever. But LeBron was highly upset. He wasn't necessarily upset that Giannis won the MVP. LeBron was upset that he only got 16 votes. He said he was pissed off. He said he's going to sleep well tonight, but he's like, what? It's 101 possible first place votes. LeBron said I got 16 of them. LeBron like, what the fuck? How you going to give me 16 votes? Right? And he's just voicing his frustration like, MVP has changed and shifted like ever since I've been in the league. His damn near 20 years in the league. He said 1 year it goes to the best player on the best team. Next year it goes to the player who had the best statistical year. And the next year it goes to this, that, and the third, or what player with blah, blah, blah. And I got to agree with him, right? Because damn near over LeBron's entire career, he probably should have won the MVP award every fucking year. And it's been like this across most sports, no matter what era you go to. When Mike was playing, Mike should have been the MVP almost every single year. Right or wrong, like, Mike should have been the MVP. He's the most valuable player. Like, and I think the voters or something, they get lost in the words value, like value, most valuable, right? It should be the player that brings the most value to their team specifically. Yes, we have great players. So, like, you can't be mad at you're not mad at Giannis being the MVP. But if Giannis isn't on the Bucks, they still go to the playoffs. They still are maybe a 6th, 7th, 5th seed. LeBron is off the Lakers. They're in the lottery. That's the difference. That's the value part, right? All this shit is team specific. Like, you value, I'm fucking this. Let me say this correctly. These voters are valuing value differently, right? Every year. They pick and choose what they want to value instead of having a set thing or a set system of how they decide the most valuable player. Yes, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Everyone's entitled to their vote. But having the best statistical year doesn't necessarily equate or equal value to your team. Because it's like, yeah, this person can drop 30 points a night or average 25 points a night. Like, if you go around to all the bottom feeder teams, like the trashes of the trash teams, I'm sure that they have their main guy, their main player, averages 20, 25, damn near 30 points a night. But what does that mean if your team is still in the lottery? What does that mean if you can't get into the playoffs? What does that mean if you're still a plug and play, if they can swap you in with another person who just scores the same amount of points? It means you have no value. It means you are an invaluable player. Because your value doesn't equate to anything that's tangible, that's realistic. Like, LeBron James, even with scoring 15 points in his last game, his team won by double digits. All he scored was 15. Because that is his value. Right? He helps AD reach his potential. That is the value. He takes players who would otherwise be mediocre, regular, and make them above average. He takes the above average and make them great. Like, that is value. So I understand why he's upset, because I would be upset too. Like, don't give another nigga the award who ain't really making niggas better. All he doing is dropping 30 a night. Okay, whatever, nigga. We all can drop 30 a night. I can ignore all this shit, ignore the wins, ignore all this, and just pump my stats. The same reason why Russell Westbrook won the MVP award the first season he averaged a triple-double, and he didn't win it the second or the third. It's like, all right, bet. Yeah, you won that. You averaged a triple-double this whole season, and your team did okay. But the next season, your team did whatever, kind of just on some trash shit. The third season, y'all not even making the playoffs. So that's the value, right? There is no value in this packing and stacking your stats when your team doesn't accomplish anything. all you doing is heaping on more and more trash. How much trash can you put on top of trash and call it value, right? But that's the shit they've been doing. So I understand this frustration. And 16 first place votes is kind of disrespectful. LeBron James is a GOAT. He should automatically, with no question, just automatically get 40 to 50, almost half of the first place votes, right? Unless some wild shit happens. Unless, a fucking Steph Curry comes through and fucking changes the whole landscape of the fucking game with the three-point shooting. Then, okay, LeBron, you don't get any first place votes. All right, no problem. You understand. I mean, and that's that. And I did not talk about baseball today, but the season is wrapping up. It is September 19th. I think the last games are September 27th. So we have 8 days left in the fucking in the baseball season, in this playoff time, baby. And I'm getting excited because all these stadiums are starting to allow fans, especially with football. Football decided, we're going to leave it up to whoever and let fans attend the games. So I'm getting excited that shit's starting to open back up because now playoffs will be here and I might be able to go to a game because the Cubs are doing that fucking thing and we're going to make shit happen. But baseball is really getting wild. Records being set, amazing shit happening. If I'm not mistaken, the Yankees hit fucking they had a streak of like 7, 8 games with home runs, and then during one of those games they hit fucking 5 home runs in a row. I didn't watch it, but I heard that shit. That's insane. That's fucking insane. And on top of that, they main 2 dudes not even in the game. They hurt. They ain't even been playing. So that's the wild shit. Once they get back up to full strength with their rotation, shit, who gonna stop them but the Cubs, right? Who gonna stop them but the Cubs? The Cubs fuck that. The Cubs go win it all. Javi, El Mago, fuck, bro. Shit, Chris Baby, nigga, let's do this, bro. I'm ready for these fucking playoffs, bro. But, that's all I got for you today, man. Like I said, for right now, I'm going to keep these podcasts kind of short and sweet. I'm trying to keep them at 25 to 30 minutes each, twice a week. And that's where it's going to be at. I'm trying to do every Wednesday and Saturday or Thursday, Saturday. I think Wednesday, Saturday would be better. The day, right before fucking Thursday night football and right before Sunday night. I feel like those would be some good days. But again, I am the Finest Madison. I'm your host. Thank you for watching. And this is Dem Sports Talk Podcast, episode 4. And we'll be back again with you Wednesday with episode 5 and more shit to talk, more negativity to bring. And if Jimmy Butler keep doing these boys in, we got to keep digging, dog. All right, and that's it.